All right, let's get harvesting this field. Okay, shouldn't be too bad. Do a couple of headlands and get going. We need to get this taken up, get harvesting, and hopefully before the end of August we could purchase a couple of more fields. And we should be good for our first year of acquiring some fields, growing the farm, trying to get what we want done. Let's go here. Let's go. Hopefully that follows the edge. I can imagine it's not too bad because the curve's not that bad up there, but once we get the headlands done here. I know it's Kinlaig, and we've got the Highland cows going. We will grow that herd once we have some time to get into that. I'm sure the winter will be that time. We'll do some forestry. We're going to probably have to do a little bit of forestry coming up soon just to get some resources to buy some more fields. There is a couple of fields I've been eyeing that this one here, it's big wheat field, and this one here, an oat field, and they're both ready to harvest now, so it could be a good haul. It could be a good investments. We will have to wait and see just how well we do and how the timing goes, because we are on August 1st. It is 11 o'clock in the morning. I imagine we should be able to, by the end of this day, because we are on real time right now, to get this the farm started and established. You got to make some sacrifices, and that is going real time, so we have the time to get everything done. Hey, butts. Yeah, so that's where we're at. We got this big wheat field. It's not big. It's okay. It's fair size. It's one of the original fields we started with. So far, we've only purchased a woodlot and that oat field that we just harvested in the first episode that you've seen. And I had some recording issues, and so I lost a little bit of footage, so it might be weird. First and second episodes, not sure how long they're going to turn out to be. I'm going to try and keep the episodes close to about an hour as possible, but we shall see. And I'm new at this, folks. This is all brand new. I've never ever shot videos and then edited them and posted them to YouTube, so this is all brand new to me. The old spiel that everybody gives. If you're enjoying the content, please like, maybe consider subscribing. And any kind of constructive criticism or suggestions is greatly appreciated in the comments. I'll try and get to all that kind of stuff. Like I said, it's new to me, folks. It's going to take me a while to get some kind of a rhythm going. But yeah, hopefully you'll climb aboard and be around for it. I'm missing a bunch of stuff. That's okay. That's the beauty of it. We'll go back and clean it up, no problem. Okay. We're filling up pretty quick. Not too shabby. Probably should have hired a worker for this, but you know what? I enjoy doing this, man. I enjoy the harvesting. You do a lot of the work that you need to do to get to the harvesting part, and quite frankly, it's not that much fun sometimes. Right? It's the hard work, the plowing. Like after these fields are all done, I'm gonna have to lime every single one of them, and then some of them I might have to plow. I'm not sure. Might be able to get away with cultivating or just running a seeder down, but I highly doubt it. It's probably gonna have to at least be cultivated. And even with light cultivation, that's probably going to pick up some stones. So then we're going to have to probably do stone removal, because I would rather do the stone removal and spend, a half an hour doing a field, remove the stones, than having to constantly repair my equipment quicker because they're running over stones and stuff like that. And I've made comparisons. If it's the same as FS22, it does take its toll on your equipment. It's not great, but like, why not do it if you can? I'm not sure where. I think there's a mason on this map. Like I said, I've done a map tour, and I got the basic layout of the place and see where most of the sell points are and where I'm going to need to go and need to be. But some of the productions, no clue. Excuse me. So here we go. Like I said, okay, this is probably the second headlands, and then we'll just start doing rows. It should go pretty easily. We're almost full. Gonna have to go get the other tractor and come down and empty out, which is no problem. It's right at the top of the field. Easy peasy. And you know what? To make it easy, I'll just keep going up like this and I'll turn around. I have crop destruction off because of it's too easy, I found. And a lot of times it's the workers will do it too, and you lose a little bit, but it's just, that's just the way I like to play. You work hard enough on your fields, you do all the stuff. I'll do the weeding, I do everything. I enjoy doing the work. I enjoy driving the tractors. I enjoy using new equipment, seeing new equipment. I'll only be doing play though. I won't be doing any map tours, or I might, you never say never, but I won't be doing any mods, I don't think. Mod reviews or anything like that. If you're looking for stuff like that, there's a guy I follow online, plays PS5, that's what I'm on, PS5. But Mr. Sealy P, he's the best out there, bar none. Gives you the best for PS5, you get the best information, the latest updates. He shows you all the new mods. You don't have to, like a lot of times when I used to do the older games at FS22, I started at 17, I think it was. But it was trial and error. Download the mod, see if you liked it, see if you'd use it. And then I came across Mr. CVP's channel, and his Let's Plays are unbelievable. Turn that off. Don't be wasting fuel. His Let's Plays are very, very good. I'm sure if you're watching this, you've probably already been there. You're like, yeah. Where have you been, pal? He's been around forever. And it's like, I know. But I'm not sure if, I'm just saying, if somebody doesn't know about him, and they're right in the farm sim, oh, come on. He's very informative. Like I said, I can watch his mod reviews, and that's quite often how I find out mods that I want to use. And it's beautiful because I'm PS5, he's PS5, we're console. So, one-stop shopping, Mr. CDP. I will put a link in the video down below. I'm sure he won't mind you stopping by to visit. He's a great storyteller. If you want to watch his Let's Plays, they're amazing. Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get back to farming. Let's get this wheat field taken down. Voice. The only problem with this is I should have hired a worker, because this is going to take a lot longer, and I don't mind doing it. You know, I'm going to have to pick up all the straw. But like I said, I don't mind doing that. Because if I'm pretty sure it's like FS, the previous versions, you can't hire a worker to pick up straw or bale. They just don't do it. And that's okay, because that's an optional. I find that's optional work. It's going to benefit you. You should have to do it. And I like doing the harvesting myself too. I like doing all this stuff, man. I wish you could interact with the inside of the cab and do some controls from in here, but once again, you're limited. We're using controllers on console. I do have a racing rig. I don't have the steering wheel set up. I have the Logitech Pro direct drive wheel. It's amazing. It's incredible. Absolutely love it. Wouldn't trade it for the world. But it's not really supported. I haven't seen the support for it. Now I'm hoping, I don't know if you guys remember, like CDP used it on the PS4. It was the SimTech. Logitech ended up buying them out, but I mean, they bought them out and then it disappeared. But they had the steering wheel and the side panel console with the joystick. I wish they would come back out with that, man. Farm Sim is so popular. I don't understand it, because I think everybody that I seen back in the day with the PS4 was using the steering wheel and the side panel. Why wouldn't you? Right? It's so, like, if most of the players that play this game play because of the equipment. It's really cool. Like, I mean, I love forestry. Wait till you see you get into forestry, but like, I'm the wood chip king. I don't screw around. I need money. I'm taking the devour trees and I'm taking down the trees and clearing the land. And don't get me wrong, like, everybody will say, oh, well, you're cheating, this and that. And it's like, yeah, but do you know how long it takes? Sometimes you got to go back and take down the stumps, the tree stumps, and then I'll plow the whole field myself. I'll design it. I go through the mulcher, take out bushes and weeds and stuff like that. And that takes time. So for all those people that say, oh, you devour trees and this and that, it's yeah, okay, well, I don't want to do the lumber. I'm not going to the carpentry. And it's my land, and I'm going to develop it. I don't turn it, I don't just rape the land, take the forestry, and then sell it. I'll develop the land. Sometimes I put farmhouses on it. Could be animals. I don't get into animals too much. I find they're very labor intensive. And Yeah. Like chickens aren't. You know, you get the eggs. I might invest in some chicken coops. I definitely have to buy some more cattle. We got some cattle going right there. Now apparently, I'm not sure, but they say the meadow doesn't work unless you cut it. So that uh, mower that I have, I bought the Colossus one, the cheater, because I I tried this map before, and I bought the little tractor and I dropped it in there, and I was able to mow and do all that kind of stuff, and then collect the grass and fire it out and pull the tractor out again with the telehandler and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, that's kind of. And it was like, well, if I'm going to cheat, why don't I just buy the Lizard? And I bought the extended mower, so it mowed inside that meadow. So we'll see. It looks like it fixed that problem. It looks like the meadow is active now. So hopefully, I'm going to need it, because if I buy some more and fill that pasture up, I'm not sure how many it takes. I'm not sure how many we have in there right now. Like I said, I'm not very good at the animals. Um, you know, even in that aspect there, I just bought the TMR mix out of the silo there, and went over and dumped the TMR, and you know, that's what the cows need, right? So why not give it 100%? And I find that kind of farming is passive. You know, I'll throw up a bunch of beehives. I love the beehives. It helps out the, it does help out the field, and the, I did it on FS22. It was like, I lay out the beehives, and it's like, okay, your harvest goes up by like 10% on a field. That's a lot, right? You've got a big field, and you got like, I don't know, 30,000 liters. It's an extra 3,000 liters. That's not chump change, right? You do the math. All for investing in the $10,000 bee hive. You know what I mean? And you don't have to do any work with it. You just set it up, collect the honey, sell the honey. That's a bonus too, but it takes forever. That stuff doesn't spawn very quickly. Well, we're getting close to being full again. So, what are we going to end up? I think this is 8,000 liter tank. That's correct. 8,000 liter tanks. So we have already dumped once, and that was basically the headlands. And you know what? This could be a 30,000 liter tank field. That's not bad. It's going to be 24 plus, right? So this is 16. No, it'll be, I would say 28,000 liters. That's not a bad haul for wheat. Why don't we look at the prices? We have oats. Oh, it's high. We should sell the oats now. Wheat is low. Okay. It's barley. Barley is low too. Oh. All right. We'll get right up there. Load out. We got our 8,000 liters right now. This is going to give us 16. Like I said, we'll get 24 plus. Let's say maybe 28. Maybe 26 plus. I think 26.7. Let's guesstimate 26.7. We should start doing that in videos on the fields. It'll be like guess the harvest, and you know, we get popular enough, get some rewards for the people that guess right. We'll see. We'll see. That could be a fun thing to do. Guess the harvest. and see if it stays consistent with the acreage from map to map, or if certain things are better than others, right? Because I found I was on a Brasilia map and playing that, and it was like, holy smokes, the harvests on the, but they're big fields. Got to remember that, big fields. Turn that off. Get back in this sucker, piping. Let's go. And I like this. I like the steering assist, man. That was a great FS22. They had it at the end of that. It was great. I mean, and I like FS25. I think it's a great game. Fantastic. It's money well spent. I bought the year one season pass, so I've got all the downloads. I'll definitely buy the season 2. I love this game. Like I said, I found it FS17. Didn't really know how to play it. Screwed around with it a little bit. And my job, well, the job I had at the time, I worked away from home on the road Monday to Friday, and came home, so I had a lot of spare time at night that I needed to kill, and I found this, and then I started watching some YouTube videos and stuff like that, and I got hooked, man. FS19, I got right into it. I loved it, man. It was a game changer for me. And I love gaming to relax and have fun. And this game, you know, it doesn't get I get excited about the new equipment and stuff, and new maps, and trying new stuff, all that kind of stuff. But like, what I love about it is I can pick up this game and I'll lose 4 or 5 hours like that, and I'm having fun, and there's a smile on my face the whole time. I'm not frustrated. I'm not getting angry or upset and calling my controller dumb and stupid and this and that. And it's just a really fun game. It's goal oriented. It's basically, you set your own rules, right? But it's really fun and relaxing. And I don't know if you've, I'm a Canadian. Everywhere I've grown up in my life, there's been farms and farming close by. You know, I went to school a lot of times with farmers, right? Never really got to experience anything like on a farm. My grandfather had a hobby farm when we were young. Yeah, I was pre-teenage for sure. But it didn't last long. And so that was pretty much my farm experience. But I was always interested in it, you know. And, you know, driving by a field and see, I'm a, let me just say, the last 20 years of my life, I've been basically an operator, heavy machine equipment operator. And so, like, I'm amazed. Like, you see some of these combines, like even this thing, that's an old beast, right? 8,000 liter capacity. It's not a monster, but it is, right? And the concept of this is the same if I go and buy the big John Deere, the big one. And I won't, because I'm cheap, and Lizard makes, it's basically, it looks like this, but it's a mod. So you can use a bigger header, and the storage tank, you know, you can go up to like, I like to go up to like 25,000 liters or 30,000 liters if it's set up that way. You know, sometimes it goes up to 50,000 liters. When you're on the big maps, it's like, holy smokes, and they go a little quicker, right? I think they do 20 kph, or this is 10. And it just helps. When you get on the bigger fields, like, you use one of these suckers, and it like, if I'm not on single time here and doing stuff like this, like a month would be gone in 3 episodes. Right. That's why it's going to take a long time. If you follow me and play along with me, it's almost like, it's going to take a long time. It's not going to be winter in like a couple of episodes, right? I like to do this. I like to take on contracts. I like to make some money and do different things, right? Find out. Sometimes I'll take on a contract just to find out, like there's nothing worse than buying a field and it's like, oh my God, like if I had this thing on anything hilly, it's going from 10 kph down to 6, 5, and then it takes forever to do a field. Like forever. And, it is what it is. But there's also like, you don't want to get completely bored. Like I love doing this shit. Like, you do a couple of rows and you get it down pat, you zoom in, check out, go to this view, check out, wow, yeah, it's clean, looks pretty clean, not too shabby. And I love the steer and assist because it gives you the ability to do this, right? Look around, enjoy your views. Just like the real farmers, they've got stuff that's automatic, like you can set it, it's almost like a cruise control, and so it's not like, oh, well, you're not, it's like, dude, like, I mean, some of this stuff, you look at it, and like, I also follow some, on YouTube, I follow some real farmers, like, and I don't want to get in trouble, but like, I mean, Millennial Farmer, he's out of the United States, and like, I mean, incredible content. It's real life farming. And he gives you the inside look of like, not just the big harvesting and everything's going right. You get to see the breakdowns. You get to see the frustrations. You get to see real life, right? What real farmers have to go through. And, I'm not just saying that's the only, like, there's some people that are going to say, oh, well, he's like, like, he's set up, whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to judge, right? I'm not trying to say this is harder than that, that's harder than that. It's just content of real life farming that I really enjoy. I'll see something on his farm, and it's like, I'll download it and play it on Farming Simulator. Be it equipment, whatnot. It keeps it interesting. So, wow. I want to say, what are we, 50% done here? Maybe over 50%. Yeah, I'd say 67, 65%, maybe. Almost full. Let me know. A lot of people are like, hey, you got to help win the one. Come on, man. How long you been playing this game? It's like, I know. And it doesn't bother me. And I keep saying, it's like, oh, turn it off. And it's like, I do. And I turn it off. And it's like, I mean, but I turn it off. And it's almost like that thing's a reminder. And I turn that thing off and I forget other stuff as well. It's crazy. But it makes a lot of sense because if you understand how the human mind works, it is very understandable. Okay, folks. We got a little bit more to go here, so might be fast forwarding. Half of this, even half of this blabbering, I might cut out. We'll see. Like I said, let's go back to we harvested the oats. They're done. We are getting the wheat done. And then we'll move over, get the barley. And like I said, I would like to purchase this field. Let me see. 293 and we only have 230. So that's what I mean. I'm gonna have to go, and I don't want to leave myself penniless, so I might have to harvest a trailer full and just stock right up, and because I'm gonna need a big tractor and a seeder and a lime spreader. There's a bunch of purchases that are going to need to be made coming up to go forward. It's not going to be easy, but something's got to pay for it, right? This is the challenge, and to go at the pace without having to take all year doing it. We're going to need to go big. Like I said, these original fields that I'm buying and doing, it's just going to be this harvester, but believe you me, once this season is done and we go into the winter, I'll be getting rid of this one. Depends. If there's a lot of small field, is there? Let's take a look. Oh, there's enough small fields that I'll keep it, because in order to do contracts, yeah. There's enough small ones. I'll keep it. Doesn't make sense to sell it. It's not worth a lot. Won't get much money, so we will keep it. Wow. Like, look at this, folks. We're already a half an hour in, and this field was already started. All right. And this is taking a half an hour to do this. So just do the math. If you're, speeding up the time, playing whatever, double time, triple time, some people are like 5, 6 times, and it's like, I get that because you want the day to go by quick, but if you own a lot of fields and you have a big farm and you got animals and you got chores and stuff like that, I don't know how guys do it playing on 6 times, 8 times, 10 times. It's like, how do you get it all done without cheating? Cheating bad, I mean. Excuse me. So, I'm hoping I'm going to record this to the end, and that'll be the episode for this one, and then we're going to move on to the barley field right over there, opposite our cow pasture, meadow, whatever you want to call it. And if you haven't noticed, I'm a big fan of the color that I made, blue, and I'm a big fan of the green. Big fan of John Deere, big fan of Fendt, Deutz. Love the green. Always loved like Kawasaki on the bikes and stuff like that. Funny though, I never owned a Kawasaki. Owned a Suzuki RM 250, which I bored out and made it into a 370. And I owned a Honda CB750 Nighthawk S, 1984, black and blue, shaft drive. And I bought that in 87. I bought it used. I had some transmission problems, fixed the transmission, fixed the shaft, and then 1987? That's when I bought it. I want to say 89? I think it was called the European Kit. I had a Yoshimura pipe on it, and the European Kit turned it from shaft to chain drive. And I never went through with it. I chickened out because I love the shaft drive, man. It was really unique. When you hammered on the gas, it was like the whole bike lifted up and then went. It was a cool feeling. And yeah, the original ones were I do believe it was I was talking about this with my cousin there. I was visiting with my cousin from Alberta there a couple of weeks ago there, and we were talking about that, and it was the Shadows, the Hondas. They had the V500, the V40. The Shadows were the 500, 750, and 1100. And then there was the Sabre line. That was brand new. It was the V45 Sabre was the 750. The V65 Sabre was the 1100. And the V5 Sabre was the 500. But they were all shaft drive. It was like brand new technology at the time. It was going to change motorcycling history, but it never did. Didn't catch on. Okay, folks, we're almost done here. Holy smokes, I'm almost full again. So it was 24. And so this is going to be 32. That's sweet. What do we got in there? Oh, 16,000. This is just 24. Oh well, that's all right. Cool. Let's get her done. Oh, I know, Bruns. That's my dog, Brunswick. He's dreaming. He's sleeping on the floor right now, dreaming up out hiking. Oh, Brunswick. It's okay, Pops. It's okay, Pops. It's okay. You're okay. It's hilarious. All right, so this won't take long. We're gonna finish up this, and then I'm gonna have to do the straw pickup again. Holy smokes! I think I'll start doing that. I'll hire a worker for the other field, the barley, and get that started and done. Because I'm not too worried about the grass field. You can cut the grass whenever, man, and I'm not sure if this map is the same as some of the other ones, but I don't know what it is. You buy fields, like I'll buy this wheat field and it'll be like 0% fertilized, or like I mean growing weeds or so. I don't get that. Like I do everything. My fields will end up 100% fertilized. You're gonna get a yield bonus huge. But it seems nowadays on FS25 when you buy fields, seems to be like there's nothing been done to them. And I don't understand that, because some of those fields you do contracts on them, and you did the weed pulling or the fertilizing and stuff like that, and yet you get on it, you buy the field, acquire it, and then get the crop, and do whatever you want with the farmer's field because you own it now. But like, I mean, it'll say it wasn't fertilized. Meanwhile, you just maybe ran a contract fertilizing it or de-weeding it. It's just crazy. Anyway, hopefully the consistencies in that kind of stuff start changing to make it a little bit more realistic. But that's minor complaints. I love this game so much. So much fun to play. So relaxing. Premature with the pipe. Okay, that was not bad. Look at all this straw we're gonna get too out of this, man. A little bonus. I'm gonna have to change do a little bit of, if I own those trees, they're coming down. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, those ones over there. Take them down, and then no, I don't think I own the field. I'm gonna have to buy this. What is this? Ooh, 322. That's a lot for that. Nothing on it but rocks. Why would that be so expensive? That does not make... See, once again, there's certain things that make sense in this game, and then other ones you just scratch your head. Right? I bought woodlot over there, and it's got way more trees than that 322,000 property. And yet, I don't know. It's crazy. What I do need is a jet wash. I'm gonna have to buy a jet wash. Alrighty, what do we got? What do we have? Oh, 33,000 in wheat. I like it. Like I said, I'm gonna have to... Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the road again. Oh, that's gonna kill me in this map. It's gonna be a lot of crashes. I apologize in advance. Okie dokie, where's this going? Wheat. Yeah, we'll put it in this. I think oat needs to be sold right now. Wheat's okay. Gotta love these lizard trailers, man. Quick empty. Hold a lot. Okay, let's see where we're at right now. Yeah, I think we...